Schellman's vision is to become the undisputed leader in delivering comprehensive and unparalleled solution for all cyber assessments. Our purpose is to help our clients build trust with their customers. Trust is at the heart of everything we do, and we believe it's essential in today's digital world. Our vision and purpose serve as our foundation, and our values serve as our guiding light of who we are as a company. After reviewing our original 8 core values, we listened to our employees, clients, and the world around us to refine them into 3. People come first, openness builds trust, and never stand still. So instead of me just talking about our core values, let's hear from our own Schellmanators and their experiences seeing our values in action.
In one word, what keeps me at Schellman? Oh, man.
Culture.
In one word, leadership.
The experience.
Benefits.
Transparency.
Reputation.
Coming to Schellman, you realize the culture is completely different.
Everything that was provided to me or spoken about, I see it embodied throughout the organization, through the people, through the leadership team.
Transparency is that word, I think, from that standpoint that I think makes me want to stay at Schellman and brought me here in the first place.
I've been able to see the values played out in the interactions that I've had with our executive leadership, our upper management, mid-level, all the way down.
I don't feel like I have to climb over mountains of people to get to leadership, to understand what's going on, and to have my opinions heard at Schellman, and it's mind-blowing.
Folks like to talk about, like, oh yeah, we have that kind of culture, we inspire that kind of culture. People will say, oh, culture eats strategy for lunch and all these other things. But it's fairly rare that it's actually put into practice, and put into practice in a way that's so meaningful that you've got employees out there on Glassdoor actually talking about how great it is.
For me personally, it all stemmed from leadership when I had an issue, a family issue that was going to affect work. And, it wasn't their problem or anything that they had to solve, but, they came in and made sure that I was okay and I was taken care of, and, that work came second. And in that, it allowed me to finish my work and do it in a timely manner. But because of them, I felt I came for, they supported me, and in that support I was able to, provide for the firm better and learn how to serve others as well.
The ability to give of your time to volunteer is so important. People have causes that they're passionate about, and then they've been able to share those causes, and I've seen people be willing to donate into causes, to organizations, to donate their time, and to be a part of a movement that is important to one person, but by sharing it, it became important to many.
It didn't take very long after starting at Schellman for my boss to see the value. I mean, I think he had an inkling in my interview, but then moving forward, pretty quickly he was like, oh, and we worked together and talked openness and people first both, that he was able to help me see what my future is at Schellman, and even if I choose to leave Schellman, how to help build me for beyond.
When I think about openness building trust, I think the key thing to that is not only listening to what others have to say, but also asking them their thoughts and opinions. And here at Schellman, like with the management team, there's that one-on-one, whether it's a quarterly meeting, a weekly meeting. Managers are willing to sit down with you and have those discussions, give their feedback, ask you questions. What do you want to see different?
By being a partnership, I think the best thing we can do is maintain communication and let them know that, hey, there's no surprises, right? If there's anything that we find that might be able to benefit you, we'll be able to disclose that too, just so we don't get to any final meeting and there's any sort of anxiety that may come out. I think we all want the same exact thing. I think we all are looking for the same end result, and as a partner, we want to make sure we get there by not giving any surprises that may cause any scares for you.
There's been times where, in other companies that I've seen or been a part of, we weren't really told everything, or some things weren't explained to us very well, and it just was what it was. But here, I had a time where we had some questions about the way leadership was moving and where things were going, and instead of just brushing us off, the leader actually reached out to me, and we had a personal meeting about everything that was going on and explaining. And through that, it opened my eyes to new and different things, which I was able to explain to others, which helped further our continuity as a company.
As everyone knows, technology these days changes on a dime, and the better we are at being agile and nimble and taking those needs into consideration as we change and move and grow, it's a beautiful thing to see here at Schellman.
You always see these very large corporations that have very large hierarchies, and bureaucracies, talk about, okay, all the decision making is going to be made from a top level standpoint. And I feel like that's the antithesis of that over here, in which a lot of those decision making, a lot of the suggestions and ways to improve are really delegated upon the staff that are having these day-to-day interactions on, hey, what can we do to get better? And I think that was honestly just very empowered through that Schellman Game Changers program, where hey, Avni and leadership essentially came to us and told us, hey, what can we do to be able to make Schellman a better place in all aspects?
Our ability to go out and leverage technology to try to make sure that we're making the process as frictionless as possible on our clients without sacrificing that rigor. So this notion of like efficient rigor and how technology can help drive that, I think is one of the things that stands behind that never stand still, and how we're always looking to do things better so that we don't have to compromise rigor, but we also don't have to put any kind of increased burden on our clients.
By putting our values into practice every day, we bring our mission and vision to life. We build trust with our clients, create a supportive and inclusive work environment, and stay adaptable and ready for whatever comes our way. Thank you to all of our Schellmanators for embodying our values and helping us achieve our mission. Let us continue to work together to bring these values to life and make a positive impact in the world.